of, I have to heal people. And then, while I was kind of in this put all this pressure on myself, I read Isaiah 53, which says, by his stripes, referring to Jesus, by his stripes we are healed. And that was such a relief to me, because I realized I put a burden on me that Jesus never wants me to carry. I cannot heal people. All I can do is I can ask Jesus to heal a person. And whether Jesus chooses to heal that person or not is none of my business. That's his decision. Lastly, every Christian can do it. I know sometimes people here at this point, they think something like, I've just become a Christian, maybe on the last Alpha weekend, or I'm really not very good at praying for other people. And so, can you really expect me to pray for other people to be healed? Isn't that something for the advanced class? Well, I heard about a man named Lee Duckett. Lee Duckett was 25 years old, he was an atheist, didn't want to have anything to do with church. Actually, he was a telephone engineer. And as a telephone engineer one day, the people called him from the church and said, you need to fix our phone system because something is wrong here. Now, he didn't really like that. He didn't want to be in church, he didn't want to be near church, he didn't want to be around Christians, but it was his job, so he didn't have much of a choice. So a little bit hesitant, but eventually he decided, okay, I'm going to go there, but I'm not going to spend any minute longer than I have to, because I just want to get my job done. So he arrived at the church, opened the door of the church, and immediately his perception of the church changed completely. Now, you might probably think something like, oh, he experienced the Holy Spirit, or something like this. No, much more trivial. The secretary who welcomed him was one of the most beautiful women he ever saw. So he kind of realized, maybe I want to spend some more time here. And so he wanted to start a conversation with this lady. But he kind of realized, well, she's working for church. She's probably a Christian. So I shouldn't really tell her that I'm atheist, because that's kind of a bummer to start like that. So he kind of wondered, how on earth do I start a conversation with this beautiful Christian that I want to get to know her? And so eventually he asked her, excuse me, can you recommend a good Bible to read? Now, the secretary immediately realized what was going on. She said, why don't you come to an Alpha course instead? And he would have done anything for her at that particular moment, so he did sign up. And he went through the 10 weeks course, and at the Alpha weekend, he did give his life to Christ. And actually, there was a healing miracle involved in his salvation as well. So, he has been a Christian for around a week or so. And then there was this ministry team coming to his church. Well-known, world-famous ministry team coming to their church to do very similar to what we are doing today, to do a healing service, pray for people to be healed. And so the pastor, Nicky Gumbel, he kind of thought, well, he's a Christian for 1 week. This might be very, very interesting for him to witness, to just see healing miracles and to see the power of God. So he invited him to come along to this service and to just watch. So that's what he did. Lee Duckett came to the service, to this healing service. The people in front gave a talk on healing, and then they asked people, if you have any condition, here are a few words of knowledge, please come to the front. We want to pray for you. Masses of people came. Far more people came to the front and wanted to be prayed for than they could cope with. And so the ministry team was kind of really, really busy, and the line just got longer and longer and longer. So Nicky Gumbel kind of realized we need more people. So he got some of the church elders and some of the leaders and the friends that he knew, and he got them to come to the front to join the ministry team to pray for people as well. But the problem was, there were still so many people coming that he realized, I need more people. And so eventually, he looked for everyone And the only person that he knew, and he hadn't asked whether he would be on the ministry team, was one-week-old Christian, Lee Duckett. He thought like, I can't ask that guy. I mean, we flew in these guys from the US, and I can't let him now be on the ministry team and mess everything up. I mean, that's not going to work. But eventually he just looked around, he didn't find anyone else, and so very cautiously he asked him, Lee, would you join the ministry team? Lee Duckett was horrified. He had no idea what to do. The best thing that he could come up with was, I can imitate the other people. So he looked at, what are they doing? Okay, so he lays his hand on his shoulder. Okay, let me do the same. Now what is he doing? He's closing his eyes. Let me close my eyes. What is he doing? I think he's praying. And the moment he started praying, the person that he was praying for just fell flat on the floor, overwhelmed with the power of the Holy Spirit, and just experienced God's love in an absolutely supernatural way. Now, the problem was, Lee Duckett had no idea what was going on. He thought this man had a heart attack. So he wasn't sure what he was supposed to do now. Is this normal? Does he need to call an ambulance? And he just looked around the room, totally confused. What on earth is happening? Now, the point of my story is this. This guy was a Christian for 1 week. And God used his prayer to powerfully minister to the other man that he was praying for. The reason I'm mentioning this is this. If you call yourself a Christian today, you can pray for others to be healed as well. You don't have to be a Christian for a certain time, you don't have to have a certain Bible knowledge, you don't have to have experience in praying for healing for others. That's really not the point. God can use anyone. And if you would call yourself a Christian, I would really like to encourage you. Give it a try tonight. Pray for someone else to be healed. And I would be very surprised if God does not use your prayer. Because when we make ourselves available, He always does. He does something through our prayer.